Are we live? I don't even know if I'm live yet. I am unsure because the screen is black. Gonna double check on my phone here to make sure that everything is in order. Come on, bad guru. Check out your channel. Overthinking. Do I see my? Yeah, I see myself. Do I hear myself? I can hear myself. Perfect. Learned my lesson there. All right. We can close this window and we can get the show started. Hey there, my name is Peter Hartman. You're watching Bad Guru Nightly, and I am Bad Guru. This show is meant to serve as a reminder that your attention matters. You see, what we give our attention to becomes a greater part of our experience. We shape our world with the power of our attention. So it's important to be deliberate, and I am so glad you decided to give me some of your attention here. Tonight, we'll be talking about overthinking and how overthinking is a super ability. What? Huh? Huh? A super ability? What is this guy talking about? Huh? What is this guy talking about? I don't know. A super ability, that's right. We're going to be talking about that and more. But first, how was your day? Folks, how was your day? A moment of reflection for you to sit back and look back at your day and ask yourself how your day went. How was it? Was it a great day, terrible day, good day, bad day, okay day, so day? Don't matter what kind of day you had. What matters is did you decide? Did you make a choice? Were you present? Did you focus? Huh? Not going to spend much time today banging your head, knocking you over the head with the reminder that I do on a regular basis. But it's important for you to pay attention to your own life. Pay attention to your own life. If you don't pay attention to your life, it's just gonna pass you by. You ever wake up you ever come home at the end of the day or at the end of the week or the month, and you're like, well, what happened this week? What happened this month? Nothing happened. I feel like my whole life went by in a blur. Are you one of those people who gets to the December 31st? It's like New Year's Eve, and you're like, the year passed by so fast. Well, part of the reason it goes by fast is because you ain't paying attention. You gotta pay attention to your day. You gotta pay attention to what's going on so that it becomes substantial, it becomes fulfilling, that you feel your emotion through life. So it's important to pay attention to your day, I think. I mean, you don't gotta. You certainly don't gotta. But if you want to feel like your life is rich, that you're experiencing the minutes of your day, the hours of your day, then it matters to pay attention. And when you pay attention, then you're able to make decisions. You're able to become more aware, more engaged, and you're able to make decisions that improve your life. And I'm all about improving the life of individuals and improving the life of all people as a whole, and caring about the planet that we're on. All right. I hope you had a really great day. I hope you had a fantastic day. I hope you had a day to write home about. But whatever your day was, I'm right there with you. It's all good. All right. I promise I'm going to keep this show. I shouldn't promise, but I'm going to try to keep this show short today. I got a few notes about what I want to talk about, and then I got more work to do, man. I got to get back to work, man. And the job never ends. You know, you work for yourself. You're your own guy. Work never ends. Doesn't stop. Well, it should stop. You can stop it. You can stop work if you want to. You don't have to be crazy like me. But I really enjoy it. And I really enjoy overthinking, and we're going to talk about that right now. Folks, I know that yesterday I did an episode called Analysis Paralysis. And it might seem to you that doing an episode today about overthinking and how it's positive, a super ability, might be paradoxical, might be counter to the point that I made yesterday. Granted, overthinking can lead to analysis paralysis. Absolutely. You know, when overthinking doesn't work well, it stops you up. It gums up the works. Throws a monkey in the wrench. No, not a monkey in the wrench. A wrench in the. You know what I'm talking about. I'm delirious, folks. I haven't slept. I haven't slept. I haven't slept in consecutive days, so I'm not thinking clearly today. Talk about a day to talk about overthinking. I usually have two thoughts a second, and now I have two thoughts a minute. All right, it's going pretty slow up here, but it's fine. It's okay. I kind of like it. I actually kind of like being tired because it kind of slows things down. It kind of gets me in that zoned out state where I feel a little bit more normal as opposed to being all amped and energized all the time. but I still feel pretty energized here today. Overthinking. So I know analysis paralysis seems to be counter to what I'm talking about here today, but it's like a double-edged sword, right? There are things that, if you use them correctly, work to your advantage, and those same things, if you use them incorrectly, can be used to your disadvantage. So they're not paradoxical at all. They're complementary positions. And I gave you yesterday the sort of, hey, take your first step. Don't get stuck in analysis paralysis. But today I want to talk about overthinking. Now, maybe you don't deal with overthinking. Maybe overthinking is not something that you deal with. If you want to know what overthinking is, it's when you think too much or too long, right? And the operative word there is too, T-O-O, too, right? It's subjective. You determine what's too long. You determine what's too much. But if you feel like, hey, I'm thinking too much and too long, then you might feel like you're dealing with overthinking. I deal with overthinking. I've dealt with overthinking my whole life. I used to just stay awake at night. No, until 3 a.m., just thinking. Thinking my thoughts and thinking about the world, just wide awake, always thinking. And I think a lot. And I write down my thoughts and I sing my thoughts and I speak my thoughts out loud and I record my thoughts on audio recorders and I video my thoughts. I'm an overthinker. I think a lot. And if you know me, I think you know that. But to me, it's not too much or too long because I enjoy it. It's something that I enjoy doing. I don't want to reduce the amount that I think. I have no desire to limit my thought. I have no desire to reduce how much that I think. I can't get enough of it. I want to think more, better thoughts, faster. I want to think. And I realized a while back, the problem really wasn't the quantity of my thoughts. It was more the quality of my thoughts. I found myself thinking things that didn't serve me. I found myself in negative thought spirals. I found myself kind of stuck in negative modes, in destructive modes, in modes that didn't serve me. Modes that stressed me out. I thought thoughts that rubbed me the wrong way. I thought thoughts that made my heart palpitate and made me feel nervous and anxious and scared, I'm an anxious dude by nature. I have social anxiety, journal anxiety. I deal with that on a regular basis, and overthinking is definitely a part of that. You're thinking about what other people are thinking, you're mind reading, you're worrying about the future. I've done a lot of overthinking, and when the quality's not there, when the quality's diminished, when I'm not focused correctly, when I'm not taking charge of my thoughts and the thoughts are just going, then I have a pretty bad experience. It ain't fun, and I definitely want to stop that. But once I learned that I could choose what thoughts I wanted to think, and I could direct my thoughts, and I could move myself over into a thought neighborhood where the thoughts were more appealing to me, where the thoughts were constructive, where the thoughts helped me, where they stimulated me, where they made me feel good. Well, suddenly, I wanted to think a whole lot more. Learning how to control my own mind, learning how to direct my own thoughts was the key for me in dealing with this overthinking. Yes, I can stop my thought, and I practice that. Meditation, mindfulness. I can quiet my mind and stop my thoughts. But man, once I learned how to think on purpose, to think deliberately, and to choose the thoughts that I wanted to think, I never really found a reason to quiet my mind again. I mean, there is a reason, but it felt just so good. It felt fantastic. Can you imagine? Let's say you could eat Haagen-Dazs ice cream. You can eat coffee Haagen-Dazs ice cream, all right? And let's say you could eat as much as you wanted and you didn't get sick, you didn't gain weight, it wasn't unhealthy for you. You'd be eating Haagen-Dazs ice cream all the time. You'd be eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You wouldn't stop. You're just like, oh my God, I love this thing, and it's making my life better. That's what overthinking was for me. It was like realizing that I could overthink as much as I want. I could think as much as I want. But as long as I cared about the quality of my thoughts, as long as it was self-directed, I could have as many thoughts as I wanted. I got addicted. I didn't always think that overthinking was a good thing. I did grow up thinking that it wasn't such a great thing. But now I know, at least to me, I feel like it's like when Spider-Man discovers his powers. When Spider-Man discovers his powers? Spider-Man, he can stick to things, right? He can climb up walls, he can stick to things. Well, when he first gets his power in several movies, he's sticking to things and he's not wanting to stick to things, right? He's sticking to things. He's not liking it. He's ripping this. He's pulling that. He's pulling someone's hair out. He's not able to come off of something. He's it's a problem for him. This power that he has. His strength also problematic. He would break things and hold things too hard, and his power, which wasn't under his control, made his life kind of miserable. Just like Superman. Superman, you see in movies. I remember watching Smallville growing up, and that's a story of Superman in his hometown. And that's where it's a lot of stories about him developing his powers, how to fly, how to shoot lasers from his eyes. And often these powers would come about when it would surprise him, and he didn't know how to control his power. So he's shooting lasers out of his eyes, and he's terrified. He's not happy about the situation. Of course, who would be? Well, I mean, I guess I would be happy if lasers were shooting out of my eyes, but it's dangerous. But like Spider-Man, like Superman, overthinking is a special ability, and if you don't know how to use it properly, if you don't know how to control it, if you don't know how to make it work for you, then you're going to be like Spider-Man. Like, get rid of these powers, I don't want them. Get rid of these abilities, I don't want them. But if you can learn to use them, if you can learn how to manage your thoughts, if you can learn how to think and then disconnect, if you can learn how to connect and stick to a wall and then unstick from that wall, if you can choose your thoughts, well, suddenly it becomes something worthwhile. Suddenly it becomes something a lot of fun. Suddenly it becomes something that, compared to someone who doesn't overthink, might seem like a very good thing. And I think there's positions in this world, jobs in this world, where overthinking really comes in handy. You work at the CDC, Center for Disease Control. I think overthinking is pretty good. If you work, if you're a CEO of a company, entrepreneur, I think you do a bit of overthinking, and that probably serves you very well. If you're a bomb, if you deactivate bombs for a living, if you're a doctor or a surgeon, maybe overthinking is a good thing. Now, I'm using overthinking pretty loosely here, right? Overthinking is like, okay, it's gotten out of hand. That's what the word means. But I'm kind of cheating a bit. I'm talking about thinking a lot, right? I'm thinking about thinking a lot. And I'm removing the too much and the too long, and recognizing that it's subjective and saying that, hey, too long, too much, that's up to me. It's up to me, and it's up to you. It's up to you how much you want to think. But if you get your thoughts under control, if you learn how to direct your thoughts, if you learn how to choose your thoughts, I think you're going to really love that super ability that you got. So you learn to control your power. You learn to control your power by becoming aware. So awareness is key. Awareness is always step one. If you're not aware of what you're doing, if you're not aware of what's happening in the moment, then you're going to have a very difficult time at actualizing your now, at taking action now. So awareness is very important. You become aware of what you're thinking and how those thoughts are affecting you. And then you become aware of other thoughts that you prefer to think about and how you might be able to choose that awareness. Appreciation, step two. You want to value the thoughts that you're having, right? Sometimes you go, oh, I'm having negative thoughts. I'm having these bad thoughts. I got to get rid of these thoughts and think positive thoughts. I got to get rid of these negative thoughts and think positive thoughts. But you can't get rid of negative thoughts. Those negative thoughts are there for a reason. You want to think those negative thoughts. It's just that when you think those negative thoughts and you're out of control, then you don't like those negative thoughts. They make you feel bad. But when you recognize and appreciate, and when you value, that's what appreciation is. When you value the thoughts that you're thinking, you ask yourself, what is the value of this thought, even a negative thought? In that moment, it becomes positive. It becomes integrated. It becomes something that's useful to you, constructive. So appreciation is the key, right? Appreciation makes it so that you don't have to run away from your thoughts. Appreciation makes it so that you transform your thoughts into something that's constructive. So I might be dealing with a problem and I'm overthinking and I'm beating myself up and I'm trying to do this and it's causing me frustration. But I still want to continue thinking about this thing. So then I recontextualize the experience. I refocus. I become aware of how I'm feeling. I appreciate the way I'm thinking. What is this letting me know? Maybe I can't go down this road. Maybe I can't finish this thing. Maybe I can't do this thing. Maybe there's a change that I need to do. Maybe I have to stop, give up, try something else. So the negative emotions, the negative thoughts rather, are letting me know, are guiding me towards a course of action. And I can recognize that course of action and the modification needed because I value my thoughts. So awareness gives you awareness of what you're thinking, the ability to choose. Appreciation sees the value in whatever it is there so that you're not running away from things. You're able to choose from what you want as opposed from running from something. And then you actualize. Actualization is the third step, right? You thoughts, they stimulate you towards action, and you can choose the thought that's in your mind. So that's actualizing, right? You're choosing the thought that you want to think on purpose. You're making it manifest in your mind, and then that can translate to manifestation in real life. So awareness, appreciation, and actualization. That's the way that I think, and that's the way that thinking has worked out for me. Okay, I'm tired. I gotta get to go eat. I haven't eaten anything. Actually, I did eat a little bit something this morning, but I gotta go have some dinner. It's 11. What time is it? It's 12:07. So it's October 3rd, and I'll be seeing you later today on the next Bad Guru Nightly. What did we do? We did 17, 16, almost 17 minutes here today. So a little longer than what I expected, but there you go. Even on my most tired day, even when I have the least amount of energy that you've ever seen, I'm still able to pump out a 17-minute show. It's pretty good, pretty fun. Anywho, that's it for me, folks. My name is Peter Hartman. You're watching Bad Guru Nightly, and I am Bad Guru. I'll see you tomorrow. Choose your thoughts, folks. You can choose your thoughts.